honestly, like I said, it's all about consistency of character. And I've been through some things. I've been through some tragic things in my life that brought me to the point where I know better to complain. I know better than to complain about the trivial things that we go through in life when there's so you could be in such a worse, such a more horrible, such a destitute and desperate position.
Right.
And I wake up with this amazing attitude. God bless me with another day that I'm not in chains and in bondage, or I'm not sick or in the hospital, or I'm not, and I just roll with it. And anybody who's around me, they gonna roll with it too. No room for negativity, none of that. So, honestly, to answer your question, it's more like, what would you rather be? You know, people look at me and they say, "Oh, he's a hard worker." Nah. I'm just playing. I'm just having a good time.
Right.
And most importantly, I also figured out, and you can take this with a grain of salt, that God only gives you what you need. The more energy you use, the more energy you need, the more energy God gives you. You're not using a bunch of energy, you don't need none, so he ain't gonna give you none. So you're gonna be tired all the time. But if you bust your ass all day, when you go to sleep, when you wake up, your tank will be full. That's how he feeds us. That's how it is done. The more you need, the more you'll get. But if you don't need it, then you're gonna be tired all the time.
Lorenzo, that's deep on a lot of levels because
I get that.
yeah, because it's like, we touch on it here and there on the podcast, but like it ties to like manifestation and trying to achieve certain goals and aspire to reach certain goals, right? And it's in a similar way. It's like if you're not mentally prepared or putting yourself in a position to obtain these things, ain't nobody gonna fill your coffers with the things you need to get there, right? And so it's really admirable to hear, and like you got that down as a mantra almost in how you conduct yourself. How do you impart that same type of thinking to your children? Because you mentioned they think you're everything to them, right? And you
Yeah,
instill discipline, but how?
because honestly, like I watched my father do his thing, he never sat down and told me, "This is how it's done, son." Children learn from observation.
Yeah.
Point blank. You can preach and preach and preach till you blue in the face, but that's not what registers. What registers is your consistency of character, how you do it, how you wake up every single morning before the alarm clock, how you're always there on time, how you make the schedule work. And they see that, and then they learn it's not impossible. That's it. That's my job. My job is just to wake up every day and do exactly what I'm supposed to do every day, and show them that it can be done. And then they do it. My kids are honor roll students. I couldn't even talk to that. I wasn't an honor roll student, but they watch how I put my all into everything, and then they just put their all into everything, and they say, "Here's my report card, Dad," or I PR today, a personal record every day. They're so happy when they do something great. They want to show me. I got trophies every day. Like, look at my trophy. Put my trophy up. So it's become a perfect storm of high achievers. You put a high achiever in a room, and other people are gonna just start high achieving too. But if you settle for nothing and you give nothing, then they're gonna learn to be lazy. That's it. No, it's not to be taught. You show and tell.